Happy Tuesday, y'all. Happy Tuesday. I'm later than I normally am today because I'm going in for my second shot. My second shot test.
Right onto Memorial Drive Southeast.
This person is turning left. I booked for 10:30. I should have booked for 11. I am late because I intended to leave at like 9:30, giving me some time for traffic or whatever, and actually finding the facility. I'm not getting it at the same spot. But I'm hoping if I'm a little bit late, I can still get it, and I'm pretty sure I can. I will get it. So come along with me on my journey.
1,000 feet, turn left onto Maynard Terrace.
I probably
Southeast.
won't be recording this portion of it, but I will tell you, I'm going in. I got the Pfizer shot on the 7th.
Southeast, then slight right onto the I-20 West ramp.
As you can see, I'm using my maps. So it's just telling you everywhere I'm going. So I am
right onto the I-20 West ramp.
Let me turn that down. Okay. I ain't that big yet, but someone could find me if they looking for me. But nobody's looking for me. There ain't nobody looking for me. Okay? They're not checking for me like that. I'm not a threat. Or so they know. Or as far as they think I'm not a threat. Okay, all right. Vroom, vroom. Vroom, vroom. They out here. They letting you know they out here. So, I have to go all the way up to Alpharetta for my second shot. And I need gas. I'm going to need gas by the time I leave there. I'm hoping I can get enough gas so that I can make it into Thursday. Yeah, to Thursday. Thank God for a 30-day month. But I believe I'll be fine. But yeah, so I was late talking on the phone with my son. It's so funny. When I talk to him and some of the things that he believes in, he so strongly believes in certain things, and I get it. I remember being young. I remember being young and having ideals and believing a certain thing. And there's something, look, our young people aren't stupid, okay? But there's some things that we're willing to risk that when you get older and you have something to lose, you really have something to lose. You're here supporting people and, stuff like that. And you actually have a purpose. Let's talk about that. Because today, I did not have a specific topic. I was going to say something related to, my son and how some things, but that's none of y'all business. It'd be nice not to talk about my business. To not talk about my son's business, because it's none of y'all's business. Hello? what was I forgot my train of thought. I was watching my video, and every now and again I will watch my own video just to see, you know, how to take it. And some of the stuff that I say, first of all, I realize that I do ramble a lot. A friend critiqued that before, and that I tend to talk as if I'm talking on the phone with my friends, or I'm with my friends, and that's the way I talk. I switch up subjects, and it's like, where we at? Oh, we here. We're talking about this. Oh, we ain't talking about that no more. We talking about this now. So it's interesting how, you know, that critique, and as I was listening to myself, critiquing myself, I saw that. I heard that. Well, not saw it, but I saw it and heard it. You know, so that I'm kind of like all over the place. I try to have a subject when I come before you, but sometimes I just want to talk to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Until I get me a steady following. I don't want everybody. I just want those that can relate to what I'm saying or can contribute to the conversations that I have. You know what I'm saying? So that part. I mean, what is there to say? That part. That's it. That's all I got. I ain't got no more. This white car here. Let me drive like I'm going somewhere. This Mercedes boy, he gets in front of me again. So, but it's funny. I kind of like all over the place, and what I'm trying to think of. I was talking about the fentanyl in the drugs being laced, the drugs being, the poison being poisoned. I noticed I said a lot of that. Blame that on my Gemini rising. The poison being poisoned. Some of the things I said, I listened to this like, not really. And my analogies really did not help my point at all. So I'm like, I want to go back and recant some of the things that I was saying, or rambled on to get to the point that I was trying to make. But that wasn't it was just, I noticed that I rambled on, and it's something that's like, well, I was saying that those deaths due to fentanyl-laced drugs would not be paid attention to unless white people on a large scale, or like a major person's family member dies from it, like someone that is not of color. And I still agree with that. But one of the things is also, at this point that we have been, it hasn't gotten to an epidemic state. So yeah, no, they're not going to research what's going on with the drugs being laced with this deadly amounts of fentanyl to stretch the drugs. They're not going to look into it because of the amount of people. It's not a large amount. The government isn't going to look into it. Okay. The government on a large scale isn't going to look into it because it's all, as far as I know, there's only been a small amount of people who have died due to this laced and that's me, because I haven't done any research on this. I haven't looked up articles. I haven't searched to see how many people have actually passed away due to that situation, you know. So yeah, that part. It's telling me to get off that. So I get why government may not be researching who's doing it and why, because it's not happening. It's not a large amount of people dying like with the vid. You know, they didn't know what was going on. People were dying due to this flu-like thing. And so on and so forth. So yeah, they focused that because a large amount of people were dying to this mystery virus. At the time, it was a mystery virus. It was a mystery virus. You know, we can say that it wasn't, but it was to us. It was mystery that it was actually killing people. And so yeah, so that part I want to recant. When it comes to the drugs, yeah, they're not. It have to be a larger amount for the government to step in and say we need to find out what's going on. Let's be 100. That's realistic. But also, we as individuals aren't going to think, why are they doing that? You know, they're gonna, some of it gonna charge you to the game. Hey, some drug dealers do that in order to stretch their drugs and get more money for their butt, you know, for their product, you know. And you know, it's a business tactic of business people. And don't get it twisted, drug dealers are business people. Okay, they're just in the business of dealing a product that is not legal in these United States or in their county or city or whatever. They are selling a product that has been deemed illegal to sell on the streets, but they're business people, you know. If you sell t-shirts online, you're a business person. If you sell any type of services, massage services, whatever, you're a business person. You had to come up with a price for your product or services in exchange. And you know, this is what it's valued at. My massages are worth $100 a pop. I believe that I'm that good. Now you have to give $100 worth of massage, and then other people will value it. You know what I'm saying? So on and so forth. But whatever. So, yeah, you're a business person. Now, moving on. The next thing. I'm kind of talking to the person that is in my inbox. You know, someone who slid in my DMs, and I say, like, I feel like he's a scammer. He might still be a scammer. And I have to go back and recant, because I said he had one picture on his Instagram. It looks fishy as fuck. Okay? It looks a whole fish dinner. Okay? To me. It looked like a whole fish dinner. But correction on that one is he had 3 pictures. They just wasn't, he didn't have, he had one post, 3 pictures. If you include his profile picture, 4 pictures. And then he posted a story this weekend or something. I'm like, okay, you're looking like you might be real. And I'm just saying, I just want to be a little light, because I'll be where I need to be in about 10 minutes. Less than 10 minutes, I believe. And I've been analyzing homeboy's pictures, because one picture is with, I'm assuming, a son, because in his profile he mentions that he has, that he loves his, that his son is his everything, which is very touching for me to see. But I'm not mixed up in that emotion, because also, remember my video last week where I said beware, or maybe it was a couple of weeks ago, beware of people that is unusually attached to their children or their pets. You know what I'm saying? Is your son your everything? Your son, you know, nothing wrong with like loving your son. I do this for him. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have a wife or a spouse, you know, whatever. Because my son was my everything. He was my reason. Okay? He was my reason. Whatever the reason is, my son was and is my reason. Okay? Well, I don't have a husband. If I had a husband, it would be my family is my reason. But also, is your child so much your reason, sir, that you put all of your love and concern and your energy towards your son, that you cannot fathom trusting, giving, loving unconditionally another person outside of your son? You know what I'm saying? Outside of your child. That's what I mean by unusual connection. Like, you put, it's like everybody else is bullshit. I'm not going to trust, I'm not going to be vulnerable for or around anyone but my child. That don't seem right. You know that, you know, you're gonna have to, well, you don't have to do nothing, really, honestly, but to foster a good relationship with a potential girlfriend or boyfriend or husband or fiance, you're gonna have to let them in. You're gonna have to let them in. You're gonna have to be vulnerable around, and you're gonna have to love unconditionally. That means in spite of their faults, in spite of their misgivings and stuff like that, you still love them. They're still worth your love. Much like we do our children. There's times that my son, I promise you, there has been times, not so much now that he's an adult, and he's kind of mellowed out a little bit. But there's times that I literally want to Bart Simpson choke my son. Straight up. But I love him too much to take his life. I fought so hard to bring him into this world. You know what I'm saying? I can't take him out like that. He still deserves a chance. That's still my son. All with his bad decisions and stupid theories, according to me. You know what I'm saying? I still love him. I'm still vulnerable for him. I still want the best for him. I still support my son, you know. I'm still there for him in every way that a mother should be there for her son. But I also try my best to give space to allow him to be him. You know, allow him to be the man that I raised him to be. You know what I'm saying? He has to make his own mistakes. He has to make his own decisions on things. You know? You know, he has to find his own way. So that is like, it's not a red flag to me. It just seems like the typical bullshit that people spew when they have been hurt by adults. They've been hurt by people. So instead of healing and getting back to a place where they can be vulnerable to a possible mate, instead of doing that, only person I'm giving all my love to is my children. And that sounds so noble. It sounds so fucking noble. But it's a whole crock of bullshit. Oh, I am going 76. Lord have mercy. Thank you, Lord. No cop have stopped me. What I can't have is a ticket, okay? I'm trying to crawl myself out of debt. So that is, it's just like, okay. Still think he might be a bit of a scammer. But anyway, like I said, I was analyzing his picture. And the 3 pictures that he has, can't really look at his okay. I'm looking at the exit. Okay, he's saying I get off. Okay. I'm making sure I'm getting off at the right exit. Hold on, y'all. And I'm back. I want to make sure I know I'm going to Alpharetta, but it's north. Okay. I'm back. I realized where I need to go. But anyway, one of the pictures, I mean, he's kind of cute. especially the one and maybe because I just like military, but especially the one when he's in his camouflage. He didn't look happy to be in his camouflage, but he looked cute with the little mustache and beard growing in. But one of those pictures he took, I think the one with his son, I'm trying to, because for a minute he looked like the guy with the boy in the picture, and then the other one looked like, he like, is that him? Is that him? You know, are these 3 pictures of 3 different people? And then when he posted the story, it's like, okay, well, he looks like the guy in his profile picture. And he might be the guy in the second picture. I was analyzing, it's like I'm looking at the hairs in his beard. It was like, which one is this guy? Or am I, you know what I'm saying? Who is this guy? You know, and I still don't know the reason he chose my DMs to slide in, or is he just be sliding in random DMs? You know what I'm saying? I'm still trying to decipher, is he really a scammer? You know? But at any rate, it's kind of cute. Kind of cute. But he's like 9 years. He's about 8. He's about 3 years my. No, not 3 years. He's like 6 years my junior. I was like, Lord, nah. Ninja, no. Ninja, no. I don't know. I don't like dealing with anyone that is that younger than me. Because I'm 49, he's 43, yet he's 6 years my junior. 3 years, yeah. 2 years my, younger than me. I can work with that. But nigga, 6 years? He's almost out of my generation. If he was, I've dated 10 years younger than me. I've dated or had relations with someone 10 years younger than me. They were adults, okay? It wasn't like I was 17 and they were 10. I mean, or at 7. You know what I'm saying? No. Come on. But we were full adults. I think I was 35 and they were 25. I've done much younger, but I don't call that dating. It wasn't a relationship. But yeah, I dealt with somebody that was much younger. That's why I could say I don't know if I can really relate to anyone that is that much younger than me. I mean, he's a good 3 years younger than I would like to, but it might not even be anything. He might just want a pen pal. He might just want someone to talk to, and my trust issues won't allow it. That's a possibility. Okay, so all right, well, they just kicked me out of the map, and I need that. I will talk to y'all later. Remember, love yourself, love your neighbors, and stay authentic, okay? Bye.
Right onto North Point Parkway.
I guess they didn't. I thought
Parkway.